Hello everybody, welcome back to Season 34 of the Pokemon Cup Series. Today we're here at Gravis City Zone 11 for the running of the Let's Go Pikachu 500. It is the last race of the first round of the Pokemon Cup Series Season 34 playoffs. After this race, 4 drivers will be eliminated from playoff contention. So let's look at the starting lineup. The 18 of Priya McShane starts on the pole for this race, and on the outside with the 41 of Alexander Rowe. Row 2 has the 92 Joseph Romanuk and the 12 of Matthew Amdev. And row 3 is the 96 of Daniel Bouchard and the 37 of Evan Hunter. Row 4 is the 22 of Riley Spurlytube and the 42 Sebastian Kukulon, who won at Indianapolis to lock his spot into the second round of the playoffs. Row 5 is John Mendez in the 13 and Rich Roy in the 14. Row 6, Christian Vargas 00 and 17, James Richardson. 78 of Ethan Wickenhauser and Jonathan Fast make up row, I believe that's row 6. Row 7 is DJ Kirker and Marcus Sachi. Row 8 is Carter Freeze and Diego Yepes. Row 9 is Colin Francis and Brandon Tharp. And that rounds out the field. And I skipped a row by accident, but it's alright, so we're going to have racing here at Gravis City Zone 11 as we're about to go trackside for the command to fire up the engines.
Drivers, start your engine!
Go out there and have a good time today. Make it happen at the end, my friend. Take thumbs up here. You're ready to rock and roll. Good luck to you guys on pit road down there today.
So here we go, 30 laps around Gravis City Zone 11, and after this race, 4 drivers will be eliminated from playoff contention. Here we go, folks. Priya McShane leads the field of the green flag. It'll be an intense 30-lap race around this 1-mile roval. It is a roval, believe it or not, and it's always been a very fun one to race at, so here we go, folks. Another run here in the Gravis City Zone 11 roval, and the green flag waves here in the Let's Go Pikachu 500. So far, it's been a good start for the 18 of Priya McShane, but Alexander Rose just is not far behind. And we're on lap number 2 right now of 30 here in Gravis City, and we could see some bump and runs here today in the roval. And here comes the 96 Daniel Bouchard battling with Joseph Romanuk. The top 2 have just pulled away. So the top 2 are doing a great job at pulling away from the field, but a caution though can bring them back together. Gravis City's had some intense racing in the previous ones they've had here among all 3 series. You might see drivers beating and banging here today. So Romanuk just cleared 3rd place. Now Evan Hunter is going to try to make a pass on Matthew Amdev. And here comes Sebastian Kukulon, going to try to make a top 10 run here, as he won at our last race at Richmond to lock himself into the next round of the Pokemon Cup playoffs. So he will be assured of making to round 2 with that win at Richmond. By the way, the one who won at Indy was not a playoff driver. It was Kevin National that got his first career win at Indianapolis in the first playoff race. And there's our first caution of the race on lap 5. And it was for Donovan Duthit. Don Duthit got slipped up there with the 31 of Eli Bright. They were racing in the back, so there was just no reason why these two should not be wrecking each other. But it happened, and so the caution came out, and Priya McShane is going to have to face a restart. So the top 18 drivers in this field are playoff drivers. Friesen got a bad run and he's dropped to 38th, and so did Jonathan Fast. He's dropped to 35th. Not helping their playoff cases exactly, but only 4 drivers will be eliminated in round number 2 in round 1 after this race. But still though, every position matters. And speaking of which, they're going 4 wide there in for 4th place, as they're all trying to pick up some critical points. These drivers are all trying to pick up critical points to advance into the next round. And so the 18 of Priya McShane has just pulled away a little bit. She continues to pull ahead as she tries to dominate this race here at Gravis City Zone 11 and trying to take the checkers and try to win and get into the next round. There's still, though, possibility of these guys battling it out. We might see another yellow. That might bunch the field even more. Both battling side by side. It looks like Tharp is battling alongside some other cars. And now Joseph Romanek looks for a run into the 41. Here's an onboard look of this 92 cars. He tries to knock the 42 into the second and get himself into second. Maybe he'll try to get him in the braking zone right here. He's looking way down low over the 41. He's going to try to pass him here. He's a little close. 41 though got a better run up high, but still trying to outbrake him in this corner. Here we go again. Still trying to make the pass. And Romanek gets by the 41 for second for now, but look at that 41 fight back up high. 92 though just got second place, and now let's see if Romanek can clear him right here, and he's gonna do that. He just did it, but not the 41 though. But the 41 though, still trying to fight back up high. They're both battling for second while the AT just pulls away. Matthew Emdev pulls a little closer into 4th place. This might be an opportunity for him to move up. Ooh, contact with Evan Hunter. How they did not spin out is just a mystery. Now Romanek is trying to fight. Now Rowe is trying to fight back. These guys are all trying to fight back at the second spot while McShane pulls away and enjoys her comfortable lead. It's still anybody's race as we go to lap 15, almost halfway through Gravis City. Evan Hunter and Matthew Emdev battle for 4th. Hunter gets into the top 5. I think he might be able to advance to the next round. It'd be shocking if he did not. Some lap traffic ahead. That's Ryan Butcher in the 8 car. I wonder if they're going to catch up to the 8. And I wonder how this will affect the lead. Priya McShane is pulling away. Just almost a 2-second lead. Another caution though would take that away, and it would be coming down to the restart. And we've seen how restarts have happened here at Gravis City Zone 11. They've been intense and insane. Ooh, still trying to bump and run here. They're all trying to get that top 5 just to get into the next round, as all of them are battling it out. All these playoff drivers battling for every position they need to get. How about Grayson Acevedo in the 14th, highest of the non-playoff drivers? The only wreck that happened was the one that was the first one that happened, the lap 4, which involved drivers in the back. Looks like everyone's coming to pit road. Oh, look at this, handful of cars are staying out. Kevin National stays out to lead, and it's the first different leader of the race. And we have a caution. Can you believe it? Just when they came to pit road, we have a caution, so we may help them a little bit. Alright. Another caution to spice things up, I see. Just as they were trying to head to pit road, Igor Barreto got turned on his way to pit road. Why did Cody Smart speed against him in the number 2? I have no idea. But that was uncalled for. And it cost Cody Smart the race. Caution's out though, so we won't be able to see this strategy be fleshed out. Nationals rule the leader, and they're gonna have everybody go the rave around. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now they're pitting. Never mind. So McShane's gonna be the leader anyway, so they're all gonna cycle back as Priya McShane will lead the race. But there'll be some lap cars ahead of the 18, so this is gonna be a challenge for her to just try to keep that lead. She has an advantage though, 2 lap cars behind her. And it will take Francis a while to get by him, but she has faster almost lapped cars ahead of her. So the question is, what route does she take? As we go back to the green flag here at Gravis City Zone 11, and look at Colin Francis. He's just wasting no time trying to get by the pack. Still trying up high, but it might not work, and it will work. Somehow he uses the high line to get by. And now the 18 is stuck in a jam. Might be a chance for Colin Francis to get by. I think Kukulon's doing it just so Francis can win this race. I think Francis is going to get a little draft here. Is going to get a little push. And maybe Kukulon might want to slow down for the number 1 car. And now it's going to get crazy in these final couple laps. Things have gotten a lot interesting. So Francis is up to 2nd, and Priya McShane's still trying to pass John Mendez and trying to put him a lap down. And that's what she'll do. 7 to go at Gravis City. Francis just needs to pass the 13, and he might be able to get a clear shot at the 18 car. Held up by the slower lap traffic. I think Francis is going to try to follow McShane. Maybe try to have a plan of his own. Oh, look at that contact. Look at the closeness that they're going at. And look at John Mendez. Wasn't even trying to fight for the lead, but it might help McShane a lot if he stay up on the low line. Still getting close. McShane is still in a pickle with Francis, as Cullen is trying to join his teammate in the playoffs. And the 18 can't get by. Richardson might open the door for the 1 to get by. Caution's out though. The yellow just came out just as Francis was about to make his move. Wow. But these two are clear together, so he might have to wait until the last lap to do it. And I think Barreto brought the caution again. He didn't. It was this crash. Yin Canario, I think, brought the caution out. Contact with Patrick Smith into the wall, and then they get right onto the 51, and 72 gets taken out as well. Both got too close due to lap traffic, and now things are about to get more interesting. So now it's going to be a clear shot battle between these two for the win if we get back to the green. McShane and Francis are going to battle to see who wins here at Gravis City. I mean, McShane has done the restarts the best, so we'll see if that will pay off here. We'll have one more lap, and it looks like we're going to have a one-lap showdown to decide who wins this race. Here we go, one-lap showdown. Who's going to get the better jump on the last lap? McShane and Francis battle for the race win to advance to round 2 of the playoffs. We're going to see who's going to do it. And here we go. White flag is out, and then the green flag will wave. Who's going to get the start? Here we go. Green flag with 1 lap to go, Gravis City. Both are even. Looks like McShane has the edge a little bit. Francis looks low. We'll have one more chance down the low line. McShane trying to block him. Down the final corners. Francis with one more chance to get there. Gonna go low. Gonna try to take McShane out to the checkered flag, but McShane is gonna win at Gravis City. And Priya McShane holds on for the win. And it's the second time she's won this season, so what a win for the 18. What a comeback for that team. They won at Rockingham, and now they win at Gravis City. And McShane led every single lap to do it, and had to hold off a hard-charging Colin Francis for the win. Came down the final laps, but ultimately, it was McShane that came out on top. So top 4 all were playoff drivers, and McShane adds her name into the second round drivers. And we're about to see which 4 are eliminated, so you don't want to miss this, and we're going to see right now which 4 drivers are going home. Here we go. Alrighty guys, here it is folks. Here are the results after the first round of the playoffs. And as you can see here, Priya McShane led all drivers after round 1, after her win at Gravis City Zone 11. The only other winner in round 1 from the playoffs is Sebastian Kukulon, who did 1,076 points, and that was more than enough for him to advance anyway. Diego Yepes was second behind McShane, 19 points back, I believe. Colin Francis did make it in, though, in 3rd place, and so did Brandon Tharp and Jonathan Fast, who were in a 3-way tie with Kukulon for that position, but the tiebreakers will not matter. The next round will probably serve as the tiebreaker if there's a need for it. Daniel Bouchard, Evan Hunter move on. James Richardson, Christian Vargas, Marcus Sachi, John Mendez, and Rich Roy also move on. And the ones that just barely squeaked in are DJ Kirker, Matthew M. Devon, Riley Spurley-Tube, the last one to get into the next round. It was a 3-point margin between 16th and 17th in points in the playoffs. And Carter Friesen was the first one eliminated from playoff contention. A 3-point margin against Spurley-Tube, and he does not make it to the next round. Also not making it to round 2 as playoff drivers are Ethan Wickenhauser with 1,059, 4 points back of Spurley-Tube. Joseph Romanuk, who was 11 points back of Spurley-Tube. And Alexander Rowe, who was really 38 points back of Spurley-Tube and was the worst performer among the playoff drivers in round 1. So he didn't even come close to making it to the next round. So those are the 4 that were eliminated. And now the next round is going to have only 16 playoff drivers left, and that field will be cut in half. You heard that right. We will cut the field in half. It will be from 16 drivers down to 8 heading into round 3. And that way we can also cut the field in half from there as well. And that'll be down to 4. And that will determine which 4 drivers will race for the championship. So the race for the championship will continue. And it's going to be a fun round 2. As we'll be going to Dover, Texas, and Sawmill on our next weekends. And those are going to be a lot of fun to do. So you don't want to miss any of the playoff races. We'll see you guys at the Monster Mile.